my lovely vigilant owls, and I am back. So this is again another segment I'm doing that, just let me know if you like me continuing doing this. I posted about it in the Vigilant Owl group. Please be sure to check it out. And a few people were interested in it, so I'm trying it out. Let me know how you like it. I think I'll do it for other planets as well. This is the Mercury and retrograde reading. So with this reading, it's really just me helping you guys kind of not freak out every time you hear there's a retrograde going on, because the most popular thing is when Mercury's in retrograde, everything is apocalyptic. So yeah. But let me break it down a little bit for everyone. When things go into retrograde, it's just us reflecting on wherever that retrograde happens, whatever aspect. So that could be any house that's affected or sign. So if because Mercury usually resides in Gemini, so right now the retrograde is resting in Leo. So how you communicate in certain aspects of that. Right now, sorry, my nose was itchy. Right now, retrograde is going to be lasting 3 weeks, for the next 3 weeks. It's affecting your 4th house, and it is in Leo. The 4th house, it's representing the foundations of our security, how we feel emotionally secure, and how we feel secure in the material realm, physically. And right now it's also kind of in, for tropical and sidereal, it's also in Aquarius. So that means as we are, how Leos are, how the Leo sign is. It's very, I keep saying fiery, loyal, passionate, but also it's that shadowy aspect of being kind of, self-absorbed, which isn't a bad thing, but sometimes it can go over the top to where you aren't aware of others' feelings. So that's also what's happening with this retrograde, is you could be expressing yourself in your most authentic way, but also not really taking into account how another party would feel. And whatever it is, it happens sometimes. And with the Aquarius, it could be coming out in a really, no, I don't want to say arrogant. I heard arrogant. Because personally, I take Aquarius as a kind of a weird sign. I'm sorry to my Aquariuses. Sorry. I'm in retrograde Aquarius for Neptune and Uranus. So I own my weirdness. I take Aquarius as kind of a weird sign because it's also air but also water. So yeah. For this retrograde, the Greek god that you can contact if you're on that side of this path where you do talk or commune with different energies, contacting the Greek god Hermes will be very beneficial at this time. And he's very eager to talk to someone. I'm just saying. So how this is going to go is, for the retrograde right now, is going to be just how it's affecting the collective in general, and just going to pull advice for each. So first is going to be a collective spread on how this is affecting everyone, and then I'm going to be pulling earth wisdoms to give advice for each element, so that you guys know what to do if you're getting affected, depending on where your Mercury is. Sorry, there's something like, give me a moment, something in my mouth, I don't like that. I'm sorry guys. Sorry, I had breakfast in the beginning, and you know, when we eat meat, there's sometimes like little bone fragments. So yeah, that's kind of why I cut out meat heavily, just because of that particular reason. I hate that feeling. Anywho, but yeah, that's what this reading is about. And sorry if I'm talking a little fast and it's kind of Mercury retrograde's getting me too, and my side rules a Gemini, so this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be great. Anything else I need to do? Any announcements I got? If you are interested, if you're a new Vigilant Owl, welcome. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And what else? Also, please join the Vigilant Owls group, because that's where you kind of get a bit more content from me, in the sense of more advice for your path. Like, I always recommend like a good book to help you in your path. And there's always a nice discussion every once in a while there. Other owls sharing opinions, and yeah, that's about it for now. It's growing slowly but surely. Oh, not this one. So the decks I chose, if you're new, I always have certain decks that have certain specific realms that I see my decks in. So I have my Alice in Wonderland deck, so that's already a journey in itself, so I don't even need to go deeper into that. Oh yeah, I finally watched the Alice in Wonderland movie. It's very interesting. I liked it. I particularly like the scene where she's fighting the Jaggerwalk. I think that's what they called him in that movie. And they're fighting him on a chessboard. I found that particularly really interesting, that they're fighting on a chessboard. But anyway, I have my Earth Wisdoms deck for grounding and and some extra advice on what's going to be happening for each sign: water, fire, earth, and air signs, for that extra advice. And I just have traditional tarot for clarifications. So yeah. Also, if you are in the Vigilant Owls group, I will be sharing a Mercury, the planet Mercury's specific chant you can do to a candle to help guide you a bit more in this retrograde as well. So it's very beneficial if you join the Vigilant Owls group, because I do share a lot of things like that, from the chants to different rituals that I end up coming up with, or channeling, whichever one you prefer. So yeah, let's begin. Oh, I did not even realize my lighter and everything was... I'm so sorry. There we go. Now y'all see the candle. Alright, Spirit, what you got for this retrograde here? It's lasting 3 weeks. What's going on in the collective? Anything they need to know? Ooh, okay. Anything else? Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. I see. Alright. I'm at the heavy dude. Jeez, I feel so unprofessional today. In the Hierophant, in reverse. I said in reverse, I'm sorry. Probably because of the retrograde. It feels like everything's in reverse. We feel like the world's turning upside down when really it's not. It's just being more... What's the word I could look for that? Everything is in reverse. It's showing me a jouster standing on, like, doing a handstand. Okay, I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna let it be. I'm gonna let that be right there. I don't care if you say no. Hold on. Something with tricks turning up inside down their head. I was gonna leave the vision alone, but they were like, no, pay attention to it. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess. A lot of jokesters will be kind of pulling all their tricks out the bag and being really silly. I don't know what they're trying to say with that handstand, but whatever. Anyway, continuing. So we got the Five of Cups, the Death, and the Magician here. It seems that in this retrograde with your communication, it doesn't feel like your throat chakra is really being affected. Even though it is communications, I really think it's more going to be about how you communicate your physical and emotional needs to yourself, and how it's been in a really kind of this lack mentality that you don't have everything you need, or you need more to be satisfied, and that's changing. See how she's kind of making a wish here with this candle, kind of wishing that she wasn't in this mentality here, wanting what she can't reach when she has two filled cups right here. It seems like you're manifesting that too with this retrograde as well, my vigilant owl. And a specific, however you say it, a specific contract. I'm getting kind of an ancestor or a past loved one, I just heard. Yeah, it feels like an older lady. Not like grandma, but she feels like more of like an aunt type of feel to it. Is coming through to help you in these 3 weeks of trial. These 3 weeks of anguish in the fourth house. Wherever your fourth house lies. Also, wherever your fourth house lies. I don't know if I have mine. Let me see if I have mine as an example. I wasn't expecting to pull my thing. I'm trying to see if I have mine. Also, my Vigilant Owls group. Actually, do I want to send that? Nah, never mind. I'm trying to see if I have my my chart written down in one of these other books here. Probably don't, but it's good to at least attempt to look. No, I don't. I'm sorry, guys. I don't feel like getting up to go get it. But anywho, it's wherever your fourth house lies in, but just know that this is the energy that could be overtaking your fourth house. So example, if your fourth house is in an air sign, just an example. If it's usually an air sign where you always are in your head about how you can emotionally take care of yourself, you understand how you can materially, physically take care of yourself. Also material wise. Sorry about that. I kept saying physical because I always couldn't take the physical and material as the same thing, but it's a bit more separate. Also, you're reevaluating in this time the material things of your security. It could be home within yourself, it could be your surroundings, and it will also be the things that you buy. It could be you want to buy, say, a new gym membership to feel more secure in your body. It could be buying that new phone that you want, those type of things. What really is gonna make you feel secure within yourself your surroundings, and eventually make you emotionally feel better for your spiritual enlightenment, however you see fit. We're all on our own journey. So yeah, let me see what else is here. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, they said no real quick. Underneath that, we have Page of Pentacles. So yeah, really taking, what's that word I'm looking for? Stock? No, not stock. Inventory. Really taking inventory of where you are emotionally, where you are materially and physically, and where in that you're feeling as though you're lacking, or feel like you're constantly in this chase where you feel like even though you have something, you still need to go after the next thing, kind of like that keeping up with the Joneses type of feel. Kind of, that's how it kind of feels like, especially with that Aquarius energy. That type of feeling, like you always have to go instead of just being, you know, within self, really, I won't say happy where you are, just really being okay with where you are, and knowing that eventually whatever you're seeking, you're gonna get there, but you're not gonna reach it in this lack mentality. Because the problem with the lack mentality is, even though you have something, you have these 2 full cups, you're still not gonna feel satisfied, because you always are looking at the empty ones here that you are almost, sorry for the glare, that you're almost reaching, but it's not quite there yet. But that's changing. That is changing. Let's see, anything I need to clarify? I'll do death, because someone just asked me energetically, how is it changing? Alrighty. How are you gonna change it? I should phrase that a bit better. Alright, let's see here. What's going on? Tell me about death. Death again. It's just changing. You're just moving out of this mindset. Another ego death in this sense. So I know the collective have been experiencing a lot of intense ego deaths. And when I say ego deaths, it's like old programming that's falling. That just made me laugh. I'm sorry. And oh wow, look at that. Death is 13, 4, 4. And right now Mercury is affecting 4. So that's 444 if anyone needs that confirmation for anything. But I'm sorry, it made me laugh. That's what's changing, really. You're just leaving a mentality and going into a better one that's going to help you manifest. On how you... What's another example? Because another person asked me for an example. For how it's switching, it could be how you even, again, talk to yourself. How you talk to your spirit team. When I say talk to your spirit team, it's how... Because recently with my spirit team, they've been telling me to be more precise of what I ask for. So, for example, if I ask for, what's a good example? I'm trying to see. Let's say you ask spirit to bring more positivity into your existence so that you have a more motivation to keep going in your path. How do you have to be more precise on how you want that positive energy, because that positive energy can come from anywhere. It could be your favorite show coming on. It could be you hearing some good news about, you know, your financial status, or it could be whatever. Being more precise on where you want that particular energy to come from. Does that mean you put a bunch of limitations on yourself? No, but that does also mean that you are precise enough so that it doesn't sound like you just want it to fall out the sky. That's basically it. Okay. So, and underneath that we got the Wheel of Fortune. Your luck is on your side. It's kind of all I got right there. So I'm gonna pull for, actually I'm gonna do one at a time, and if I need to clarify I'll use either or, whichever one. I feel like. All right. So, since the star of the show is fire, aka Leo, we're gonna start with the fire signs. Hooray. Any advice for this retrograde for Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo? Any advice to help them? Oop, I'm not taking all that. I refuse. I refuse. Fire signs, fire signs. Any advice for my lovely fire signs for this Mercury retrograde? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. My apologies if you hear a beeping in the background as well, because just the fire alarm's acting a little funny. When is it gonna stop? I don't know. Probably when the batteries die. I don't know. Anyhow, any advice for my fire signs? Ooh, oh, there we go. Inspiration 11. Use this time, my fire signs, to find some new, I don't want to say passions, but a new motive to keep going on wherever you were starting in. So if you recently discovered a passion for like knitting, for example, use this retrograde to really find out what brings you that why did you pick up knitting? Why did you find it so emotionally fulfilling to do knitting? Maybe go down the rabbit hole in your bloodline. Maybe your great-great-great-grandma was a professional knitter. Maybe they sewed the American flag, those type of things. Yeah. Random example, but you get what I'm saying. Using this time to really ignite what really brought you, why did your guides bring you to this new found passion you discovered with this inspiration? Alrighty, who's next? Ooh, air sign. They're like, hey, I'm right here. Okay. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Any advice for my air signs in this retrograde to help them out? Anything for my air signs? Ooh, I'm not taking that, but I will take this. Understanding. I'm sorry, I just want to do one card. I don't feel like taking. You know what? Fine. No, I'm not going to. Understanding. Really understanding in this time, my air signs. Like I said, why you are in the lack mentality, what's changing in this mentality of yours, like really what's changing. Don't just accept the change. Like, what's causing the change, how is the change affecting you, and how are you going to be moving forward is going to be really important in your emotional, physical / material. Maybe you were used to partying a lot for your emotional fulfillment and now it doesn't fulfill you anymore. Try to understand why. Go and see how she's kind of in the hermit mode a little bit here. Feels a bit like a high priestess energy. Really going within for this one right here, my air signs. And I don't want to say like a full-fledged hermit mode, but possibly just, like I said, that partying example. If you've been partying like every weekend or every day, hopefully not every day, but if you've been partying a lot, maybe just take a weekend off. Take the week off. Go for a walk. Go to your happy place. Go to the park if you can. I know there's still, that thing outside, the panorama. Panorama. Anyway. Yeah. Really understand and go within on what's changing, how is this changing, and where it's stemming from as well. That's for my air signs. All right, Who's next? Oh, water. Okay. All right. Even though this is the earth deck, all right. Water is like, excuse me, ma'am. Could you do me next? Okay. All right, my water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. My lovely, lovely water signs. What is going on? What advice do you have in this Mercury retrograde? Okay. No, it didn't fall. I'm taking it. I know you got, there you go. Divine connection. By water signs. You got divine connection, 8. And this is already, Mercury is already in the 4th house, which is, like I said, for your emotional and material. But I already know my water signs already kind of got this. See how she's just in the water, at peace here, kind of talking to spirit with the lily in her hand. Possibly have this chance in this retrograde to have a good self-care day. That's what I feel. Take a bath. Maybe if you can, go to the beach. Really connect with water here, my water signs. And really, if you've been, it doesn't really feel like you guys been really frantic in this retrograde. Honestly, this current retrograde hasn't been feeling too bad like usual, possibly because it's in Aquarius, and Aquarius really balances out that water emotional element really well. Sorry, I was gonna go back to air signs, but no. But yeah. Just take this time to really connect with yourself, connect with your higher self, connect with your spirit guides, and really just vibe out for this retrograde here. And really just reevaluate. Reevaluate's not a good word. But I would say, reevaluate just your emotional well-being, your security. See if there's any, it doesn't feel really frantic, just really going over how your emotional well-being, just to stay on top of it is what I would say. Just stay on top of your emotional well-being. Really just see where you are, see how you're doing. Make sure also how your mental state is as well, my water signs, because emotional and mental, because if your emotions out of control, your mental spirals too. And it's very easy. That's me coming from a Cancer perspective here, because I'm a Cancer, tropical wise. So really staying on top of just your emotional health. I would say take a nice self-care day and just really be still and at peace in this retrograde. All right. Last but certainly not least, my earth signs: Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Let's see what you guys got for this Mercury retrograde here. Anything from my lovely... Oh, never mind. That was quick. Heal thyself. 24, breaking down to a 6. I take 6 as the Temperate and Kether, the sun. In this retrograde, really sitting down with yourself, my earth signs, and really healing the heart chakra in this case. See how she's about to touch this green thing that's here? Really grounding your heart space in this time, and how you have heart-to-hearts with yourself. How do you have the heart-to-heart conversations with your higher self, yourself, your inner child, your spirit guides, all of them. And how does that kind of affect your material world? Overall advice for everyone: responsibility. This is kind of your responsibility in this retrograde for all my signs. Seeing how you're transitioning to this more peaceful flow state of manifestation, whether it's being my fire signs, how you shift your focus and your inspiration and really sticking to it, my air signs, how you come to this understanding of how your mind frame shifts into a more flow like manifestation state and how you can deal with change a bit more, my water signs, how you can easily transition over to this state of from lack to prosperity. That's for everyone. And how to really just sit still in your emotions and not have to be in this kind of typhoon with your emotions 24/7. And my earth signs, really taking the time to really heal that heart chakra and really be honest of how do you find security for your emotional and material well-being. So yeah, that's all I got for you, my lovely vigilant owls. Thank you so much for flying in with me. Again, please be sure to fly into the Vigilant Owls group if you are new. That's on Facebook. I will definitely put a link in the description box down below. And yeah, that's all I got for you. Happy retrograde. Peace.